What could possibly go wrong? I was minded when we met last time at our breakfast meeting in October that we had a discussion about strategic planning, but we didn't talk too much about risk and risk management. Things can and do go wrong. As a former employee of BP, I can well remember where I was on the 20th of April 2010, the day of the Macondo oil spill, and the tragic consequences and long-lasting effects for all those involved. And unfortunately there are no shortage of other examples of risk out there or manifesting itself as well. So what am I talking about when I refer to risk? I'm really saying that despite having a great business plan, despite having a very clear set of objectives and a very clear set of targets, something happens and you end up with an outcome that's unexpected. How might you categorise risk? Well, there are basically three ways of looking at it. There's operational risk, so in the consequence of what we were discussing during the course of our November breakfast meeting, the possibility that we may lose an important member of staff. There's more strategic risk, the possibility that we might miss, for example, a key technological development in our market, or the possibility of some sort of major breach of cyber security. And there's also the possibility of what's often referred to as the black swan risk. That risk which is very low probability, but if it were to happen, extremely high impact. So what might you do about it? Well, I think my recommendation is, or my proposal is, that you have a clear plan. A plan that you can get out and use and sits alongside your business plan. That plan really needs to consist of four specific actions. The first action is really to be clear in your own mind about what the risk is, what's causing it, what's the probability of it occurring, what are the consequences should it occur, and most importantly, which member of your team is going to manage that risk on a day-to-day basis. The second step is to think about what steps you can take in order to reduce the probability of that risk occurring in the first place. So, for example, in the context of staffing we were discussing this morning, that could include a staff retention plan. The third step is to think about what you would do in the event that that risk actually crystallised. So what would you do if you went back to the office one morning and you found that that key member of staff had actually resigned? And the fourth step is really to keep an eye on what's happening within your plan and the actions that you've decided to take within your business to make sure that they're all going in accordance with your expectations. So to sum up, things to keep in mind: be realistic, focus on what you can control, and be aware of what you can't. Manage your risk, don't try to eliminate it. Elimination of risk is very often a completely unrealistic possibility. Thirdly, be responsive. Don't have a plan and just leave it in your drawer to collect dust. Make sure that you get it out every now and again. Make sure that it's consistent with what's going on in your business and the environment that you're working in. And last but not least, don't get bogged down in process. If you get bogged down in process, there's a real risk that you're going to actually miss the risk that you're seeking to manage. And after all, you've got a business to run.